Ooh, we got 3 people right off the rip. That's good. 2. There was 3. It's just us 3 right now, according to this thing. Hit the thumbs up right now. I want to see 3. 3 thumbs up. If there's 3 people in here, I want to see 3 thumbs up. Oh man, 7. Oh god. Oh god. Thumbs up, everybody. Get in your thumbs up. Let's see how many thumbs up we can get as people are coming in. If you're just joining, thumbs up. 38 people. I can't keep up. The thumbs up aren't keeping up with the people. We got to keep those thumbs up. Oh, Merry Christmas. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Or whatever holiday you celebrate. Doesn't matter to me. Get those thumbs up. If you're coming in, get those thumbs up as you're entering. Thumbs up. All thumbs up. Right there. Thumbs up. Keep them coming. Okay. So I'm going to be reading questions. And I said this is Santa's Workshop because it pretty much resembles Santa's Workshop, I think, at least for some of us. It's just a ton of RC crap everywhere. You can see just piles of RC stuff just kind of strung about the entire room. So it's pretty much Santa's Workshop. All right, I'll read some questions. I'll try to keep up with the comments as they go. Use the super chat if you would. That would be nice because it helps out greatly. Get the thumbs up as you're coming in. And let's see what we got going on. Everyone says Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. It's Christmas Eve. It's not quite Christmas, but close enough. It's Christmas somewhere else in the world at this point. So we'll take it. What are you guys up to? I'm just doing the live stream. I figured instead of putting up a video, I'd rather just directly talk to you guys and just hang out. Why not? There's nothing else to do, right? If you're just joining, hit the thumbs up. And let's see what we've got going on here. How's Christmas? Christmas is good. What did you get for Christmas? I got a couple things already, and I'll talk about that. I bought myself some Christmas presents, but we'll start with some stuff that I actually got. Carla's dad got me a pinpointer. I'll show it to you guys. Got me a pinpointer for the metal detector. Pretty cool. So there's the metal detector right there, and here's the pinpointer right here. So really sweet. Look at that thing, huh? So this thing, you just turn it on and it detects metal. It's kind of handy. So that way, if you're in like a pile of dirt, you don't have to sift through it all. You just use this thing to find it. So great Christmas present. I'm really excited about that. What did you guys get if anybody's on here? I actually got myself a present this year, which I usually do almost every day anyway, so it doesn't matter. But regardless, I'm really excited. In the last live stream, I talked about it. I was talking about doing electric bikes. I got one. I ordered it. It's coming from China. So I got the Sur-Ron. It's on its way, if you didn't hear already. And I'm really excited to try this thing out because I think it's going to be epic. I know that a lot of people already have them, but I'm really into it. So, all right, let me read some questions because I just want you guys to be able to kind of hang with me. Do you own HP Logic? Yes, I do. Okay. When is your lovely lady going to fly the F-16? Listen, I gave her a chance on the simulator, and she did land it on the simulator, but she's still growing her confidence for the real world item. So it's coming. She'll get a shot at it. Feliz Navidad. Same to you. That's Merry Christmas in Spanish, in case any of you guys don't know. Do I ever shave, or have you had a 5 o'clock shower your entire life? I do. You know what? I like to maintain the shadow because my skin gets really messed up, like irritated, if I shave it all the way clean. And if I shave it all the way clean, it literally lasts until 5 o'clock. So it's almost a worthless cause. I'd rather just keep it like this, and it just kind of keeps my skin happy. Don't need any problems, and it doesn't bother me. I dare you to ask Chris in his next video about how he feels about another Aussie visiting and doing an Australian build for him to rip around in. I don't think he'd feel bad about that at all. Aloha from Hawaii. What's up, Hawaii? Merry Christmas to the whole HP Logic, Jack, Roberto, Rudnick, Carlos, and Shaw. Thanks. I'll make sure that they get that from Illicit Racing preview. I appreciate that. What inspired you to build cars? So, be honest with you, to build cars, I think it was just the idea that, it's the remote control stuff. I mean, all these RC cars that we have and stuff like this, you do this to a scale, little, whatever, 110, 1/8 scale, whatever, it translates directly into the big stuff. So that's really what I think amped it up for me. It started to become a real thing because like, wow, if I can do it to that, I should be able to do it to that. And it does work that way. So it's pretty cool. Okay, in Sweden, it's already Christmas. Yes, it is. There you go. That's right. If you are coming in, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Tommy, I see you. Uh-oh, here we go. Tommy is a mod. Be careful. He is a mod. He can ban everybody if he wants to, and then it's just me and Tommy sitting here talking. So we don't need all that, do we? William Singer, $5. Thank you, sir. For Christmas, I got an early set of gifts. New set of bumpers, a grill, headlight bezels for my 82 8.1 80E swapped K20. I won't say that again. That's cool though. I'm glad that glad you got some cool gifts, it looks like. All right, let's see here. Tommy's modding in here big time. Watch out. He's not the nicest guy you've ever met in your life. I promise you. He can lay down the hammer here. When you come into Australia, you misspelled Australia, but I get it. Australia. I'd love to get down there. Honestly, I don't know. I wish I had an answer. I guess when I man up and just go, that's the answer. Tommy says, definitely not described as nice. No. Definitely some other words, but he can be nice if he wants to. Promise you that. Any new RC plans? Not really. I did. Speaking of that, and now see Tommy's in here too, so I'll mention it. Tommy, in his live stream one day, I was creeping on him, and he mentioned that I should run this thing at 100 miles an hour into a brick wall or something and make it just explode. Haven't gotten quite to that point yet, but I still, in the back of my mind, think about that because I think it would be a pretty epic video. So, but I do want to get my stuff out and fly it some more. I like the F-16. I want to take that thing out there and fly it. Tommy's asking when we go to Japan again. Man, I was this close to pulling a trigger for this year, but I just don't think I can swing it this time. So maybe next year. And this year too is the Olympics is going on, so I hear Japan's going to be pretty tight this year. So I don't know. But I was pretty close. HCast was asking about me going. Unicorn GTR says, I'm still in a jacuzzi filled with Aussie girls. Well, don't leave, I guess. That's a good spot. Trying to go back and see if I missed anybody else's comments. Sorry. Doesn't look like it. That's good. I like the way you said Australia. I try. Don't leave seems like a good spot. Exactly. No, I think he's in a pretty tight spot right there. In the jacuzzi, warm water. I think the rest of the country is probably freezing. It ain't freezing down here. It actually is in the 60s though, so that's kind of a shocker. Doesn't really get cool down here at all. And I'm trying to remember. I don't remember ever having a Christmas in the 50s or colder. I just don't remember it. I'm sure it's happened here, but it's usually 60s or 70s at least, sometimes hotter. Would you build a supermoto? I had one. I had a DRZ 400, and it was all supermotoed out, and I used to ride that thing all over the place, and that was a great bike. It really was. If anybody's out there is interested in getting a bike that can do anything, I recommend that. The only thing it can't do is over 130 miles an hour, but it is a great bike. The thing can go anywhere. You can put the dirt tires on it. You can put the supermoto tires on it, and it'll just eat it up and do whatever you want. Just one sprocket change will keep you in right where you need to be speed wise. But that was a great bike. Shaw used to have one with me. We bought them at the same time. We used to buy a lot of the same stuff at the same time. So that was a really cool bike. So highly recommended. I wouldn't mind trying to supermoto this e-bike that I'm getting to see how it does. It's a much lighter motorcycle, which is really cool because I think a DRZ is about 300 pounds or north of 200 at least, and this thing is 100 pounds. So really, really excited to see how this thing plays out. So stay tuned for that. And someone said, "How is the blobfish doing?" The blobfish is doing good. That's a really cool fish. If you didn't see the last video, it's literally it looks like a chicken nugget underwater, but it's a really cool fish. It's called a frogfish, or it's a type of anglerfish. I said anglerfish in the video, but everyone tried to keep correcting me. It is, I guess, more commonly known as a frogfish. So, but it has the thing on its head with the little lure that it pops out. It's really cool, and he pops it out once in a while. It's really a fun fish to watch, even though he doesn't really do much unless you're feeding him. But still cool. Best engine for a 94 BMW 318 IS. I'm not going to say much, but somebody in here has got an idea for a really cool motor in a BMW, and I think you guys are going to find out about it. So stay tuned for that. Have you been to the Isle of Man Tourist Trophy motorcycle race? And please fly the F-16. I have not been to Isle of Man, but I have seen the videos. I've watched Isle of Man 100 times. That is the most exhilarating, I think, possible experience. I can't imagine. It would be like I don't even know how to describe it because I've never experienced something like that. But I'm sure it's amazing to really just see those bikes just tearing ass through that basically a town, right, on the island. And they hold nothing back. I don't know how more people don't die in that freaking place. Insane. Call it Strapnik. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe are you talking about the fish? Oh yeah, the fish name. Someone's asking about the fish name. So the fish's name. There was one person that commented in there that came. I want to say it was their idea. They kind of said it, but I really like the idea. We're talking about how it looks like a piece of chicken underwater. This fish literally looks like a piece of freaking chicken, like a chicken breast or something, or a drumstick or something. And they mentioned it looked like a Popeye's chicken sandwich. I like the name Popeye. His name is Popeye. So I got a fish named Popeye. That's the answer. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. People are mentioning Merry Christmas, so I'll say it. And if you're just joining us, I'm just hanging out. We're going to talk for like an hour and just chill. Nothing crazy. Just leave me a thumbs up if you like doing that, if you like just hanging out with me. Tommy's in here modding, so don't say anything stupid. He's going to tell you to go somewhere else. That sucks. It won't be fun. LS is so popular. Geez, I think you're talking about motor for a BMW. Yeah, LS is popular, but I don't know. I wouldn't do an LS, I'll tell you that. You guys like Popeye? Popeye, that's a good name, right? Popeye's a good name for the fish. If you're just watching, somebody asked about naming the fish. And fish's name is Popeye, like the Sailor Man. He's strong to the finish. Tell me why if you know why he's strong to the finish. Jack, when are you getting a Civic? I don't know. I don't think I'm getting one after blowing up Rudnick's on the dyno. That was traumatizing. I don't know. I thought those Civics were fast. I thought they were strong. Everyone talks about how Civics are so fast, but I mean that thing blew up at like what 220 horsepower or something. I can't have that. I can't have a 220 horsepower Civic. That doesn't sound fun at all. I'm joking, by the way. 20B, I feel it. Yeah, 20B is a good motor. Definitely a good motor. Just popped in. Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope you all are doing well. Thank you. Same to you, wherever you are. You guys are in another part of the world. It's already Christmas. And if you're in the other way, it won't be Christmas till a while. So just hang in there. Big deal. Nick, $4. Thank you, sir. Love the channel, Jack. Keep up the good work. I'll keep on doing it. I'll keep on keeping up. Look, I got some coffee here in my Apollo cup. What do you guys think of that, huh? Pretty cool. 6 rotor for the RX-7. That won't even fit, man. Jack, help my 2.2 Ecotech. Tops out at 110. I know it still has more in it. But if you know it still has more in it, then get it out. Come on, what are you waiting for? Turbocharge it. That's what you need to do. If you want to get the most out of your 2.2 liter Ecotech, consider a turbo. It would definitely help. Are there any JDM cars that are underrated in your opinion? I think a lot of JDM cars are underrated. It depends on what you want to do with them, though. So, a lot of the off-road variety, I think, are very underrated. They're cool off-road trucks that are in Japan. They're not here, and some of the other places in the world have them, but we don't. Especially the diesel ones. I like, if you guys didn't see it, I had built a Mitsubishi Pajero. It wasn't really, or Pajero. I keep saying Pajero. A Pajero, and that was a really cool, I want to say, smaller. It was like a Jeep almost, right? If you haven't seen one, that's really cool. It was turbo diesel. It went anywhere, and the gearing on it was unstoppable. That thing could pull stumps. And the one that I had a PTO winch, so it was driven off the transmission, which was, I guess, a pretty rare option. So pretty cool. Rob Dom is doing the 6 rotor. Yeah, what's he putting it in though? He ain't putting it in an RX-7. I'll tell you that. Be crazy if he tries to. Favorite car, period? Ferrari F40. Period. It's my favorite car. It's not the fastest car. It's not the best car. It's not the prettiest car. It's my favorite car. You asked for it. What's up, Jack? Watching all the way from Hawaii. Aloha, Hawaii. Best USDM car. Best USDM car. I mean, if you want like a drag car, or if you want like a circuit car, I mean, what are you trying to go for? I would say like the best circuit car right now is probably the Camaro, the ZL1, the 1LE. That's a really potent car. I'm curious to see how the new Corvette is. Still haven't seen one yet in person, but I think that's going to be a pretty interesting car, considering that it's now a mid-engine or rear engine, whatever you want to call it. So it's two to get you started right there. I'll tell you which American car is not really my favorite or the best. I'm not into the Mustang. I'm not into that new whatever that is Mustang thing. Neon SRT4s are ugly but pretty underrated. I know not JDM, but they don't get much love. Well, he didn't make them for very long either, so you don't really get too much of the market when you only make them for a few years. But I mean, it was a cool motor. It was a 2.4 liter, I think, right? It's pretty big 4-cylinder, real torquey. They were kind of cool, yeah. 4-door, 4-seater, yeah, interesting car. But then again, you can argue that the Hellcats are faster, even though they got a big motor. You know what? I'll say this: U.S. has a lot of decent cars. They're just not what I would consider my favorite. I like old cars. I like the classic Japanese and Euro stuff. So that's me. Jack, what was your major in college? Well, I only did like a 2-year degree or whatever, an associate's degree, and it was in graphic arts. So nothing crazy. I never used it. I made my logo with that degree, I guess, if you want to say what did I use it for. And I do some logos for other people, just for friends. I don't charge or anything. So that's about it. Will you ever turbo the 348? No way. No way, man. That's not an option. That car stays as it is. Okay, let's see what we got here. Any plans of doing some drag with Dusty in 2020? Yes. When we go to the next TRC event, we'll do some drag racing there. And I'd like to see what we can do. Tommy mentioned something to me earlier. We were talking. He mentioned racing Rudnick, and Rudnick actually was saying that he wanted to run me with the Roadster. So I might give him a taste of that. We'll see how that goes. That would be fun. What's up, guys? If you guys are just joining in, we're just gonna hang out, talk for a little bit. Got 20 minutes on the clock right now, so we'll go for another 50 and or 40 minutes. We'll go for a full hour. And if you want to use the super chat, if the super chat is active, I'll continue. I'll keep on going and I'll answer your questions. If it's not active, which it's not active right now, you get a sad face like this. And I don't know. You want me to be sad? I guess. Are you related to? I'm assuming that says Shah. It says Shay, but it's. You want to spell his name? His name is Shamir. Shahmir. Shamir. So Shah. Shah. I am not related, but we are basically brothers because we hang out all the time and we've known each other forever. So our family is really close and we're really close. So I consider him a brother. We're not related, but I consider him a brother, if that makes sense. And his brothers. All right, Hurricane Ian coming in clutch. $5. You need a logo? Hey, what's up? Okay, let me know. Just email me. Jack@horsepowerlife.com. Just email me, and I will help you out. Just tell me what your company or your vision or your idea is, and I can do my little magic. I'll create something for you, bro. No problem. Thanks for the $5. See the super chat? It's live right there. Bam. Let's keep that thing going. That makes things a lot more fun. Someone mentioned Pi. I'll mention it again. If you guys haven't seen it yet, it is an app that allows you to mine cryptocurrency. It's a new app called the Pi app. If you go to mine PI, like mining an app, I'll put a link right here. You can actually get into it. Can't do two things at once. Sorry. That's the link. It might actually be the wrong username, though, if I can't remember. I think I used my other username. I'll put it here real quick. There you go. That's the link right there. If you go to that link, you can see it. It's a pretty cool app, and you can actually mine cryptocurrency. And if this thing gets bigger, they actually did the first transfer, so they're doing transfers on it now, so it's growing. Those of you that are doing this, don't stop. I'm telling you, if it works and if it takes off, you will be happy at this point still even. So check that out. Okay, what do we got here? Do you have advice for a noob tuner? Yeah, sure. Advice for a noob tuner, take it slow. Try and learn as much as you can about whatever system you're using and don't push the envelope. Don't be aggressive until you need to be aggressive. So start as stock as you can and work your way out from there. You don't want to try and jump in with full boost and timing all the time. Hurricane Ian, thanks for the $5. I'm out, man. Can I get Christmas ready for the girls? I hope you can. All right, man. We'll see you. Happy holiday, Merry Christmas, and stay safe, bro. We'll see you. All right. Let's see here. Can you remove an immobilizer on a 350Z? Yes, I can. I use UpRev, the software, to do that. If you want to send me an email, we can get you set up. If you're not local, you're going to have to send me your ECU so I can bench flash it, but I can do that for you. just send an email to jack@horsepowerlogic.com and remind me of what you're asking about, and I'll take care of it for you. No problem. C6, ZR1, or Z06? Did they make? I don't even remember. Did they make a ZR1 in a C6? God, I'm losing it with all these body styles. But anyway, Z06, the C6 Z06 is a really cool car. I'm into that. So definitely consider one if you're looking at one. That's a really, that's the big boy 427 dry sump oiling. A couple videos back, I had one on the dyno, a yellow one, and it was pretty potent. So really cool car. Are you planning to fly RC in first person view in the future, or do you enjoy line of sight more? Actually, I have the DJI goggles, and I did do FPV flying back with Roberto back in, like, I'll say 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. We were heavy into it. Maybe it was longer, 6 years ago, 7 years ago. Anyway, I've been flying FPV for a while. I actually enjoy flying line of sight. Personally, I enjoy doing that more than flying FPV, just because FPV, in my opinion, you don't really you don't get like the sensory that you get from flying close in line of sight. In FPV, you're just kind of like watching a screen, and yeah, it's cool to see down below. It's like flying, in a real airplane, sort of. But honestly, like I said, I like the experience. I go to air shows. I like to see airplanes fly, not just be in them. So prefer line of sight. It's pretty fun. Okay. Can we please see the Rudnick laser challenge? You use your most powerful, I'm assuming it says laser, it says last, but laser on Rudnick's face or whatever he's into. You want me to just shoot him with my laser? I mean, I don't think he's going to do much. Might hurt. That's about it. How did you and Roberto meet? Roberto was actually a customer of the shop. He was one of the first customers. And when I say the first, I mean the first, like first three, like really one of the first. I can't remember if Pico brought him, or I don't remember. It's been so long. But anyway, he came by the shop, and we did his 350Z. He was like the first person to do an NATT swap into the Z32. So, and this was back in like '08, pretty sure, '07, '08, somewhere in there. If you go back on the videos for the channel, like the first video, like really, really a long time ago videos, it's in that first run of videos, and there's a very young Roberto there, which most of you probably won't recognize. He looked a little different, but yeah, I've known Roberto for quite a long time, a decade. Think about that, more than a decade, 12 years. Time flies, man. Time flies. Don't look. Are you going to sell the Copart Razor to Chris? I'd love to sell the Copart Razor to Chris. I just got to get it finished. I'm not done with it. I got some more stuff I got to do. The starter sprag broke on it. A couple of little things too. I'm having a problem with the crank position sensor. So it's just a pain because I have to take stuff apart to fix these things. So I'm gonna have to take most of it apart again and just fix it. This thing was in a lot worse shape than I hoped, and I should have replaced everything, and now I'm realizing that. So I'm just gonna go back and start replacing other stuff again. Get it back. I had to put a new coil pack on, new coil wires. I mean, it's been a nightmare. But when I'm done, it will be 100% solid. And at that point, yeah, I'm sure Chris will definitely be interested in it. So we'll get it done. Okay, let's see what we got here. Do you believe in rod knock luck? Yeah, for the most part. I mean, he makes his own luck. Not gonna lie, he definitely does. But it still is the Rod knock luck. Some stuff that happens to him is just like unbelievable. So, but he's been on a pretty good streak lately. He's due. He's due. Watch out. I'm gonna keep a little bit of distance from him for the next like I don't know, a couple weeks or something till something crazy happens to him and then it kind of gets it all out of his system. All right, John Paul Reinhardt, thanks for the $5. Says, Jack, you should show more of the upgrades and repair of vehicles in the shop. Yeah, okay, so this is kind of a double-edged sword. I do like to show, the upgrades and the repairs and stuff like that, but a lot of people don't like me to show this stuff on the channel, believe it or not. And I have had quite a few requests to take stuff down. There's some videos that some of you may have seen, and I had to take them down because of issues with the owners of the vehicles. They don't want that information out there. So some of the stuff I can't take down. Some of the stuff it's done. But some stuff I do. I avoid trying to saturate the channel too much with that stuff also. So I try to keep it light and I try to keep it easy. When it starts to get too in depth, I think I lose a lot of viewers because a lot of people aren't there to learn how to put a freaking oil pump in a motor. They're there because they want to see the motor run and hear it and see it on the dyno and see it on the road. So I try to stick to content that kind of mixes a lot of those things together. And also, I do try to branch off a little bit from the car content into my hobby stuff. And I keep it mixed up that way as well. So that way it appeals to a greater viewership. That's my channel in a nutshell. So, but thanks for the $5, man. I appreciate that. Pretty sure Jack does not smoke marijuana. I don't smoke. I do use CBD, and I do enjoy, just relaxing and winding down. But I don't smoke. So a lot of people are always like, "Oh man, you look stoned and all this stuff." I'm not. It's just my eyes are just naturally red, and that's how I am. But I don't have a problem with it. That being said, so no hate. I think that it has its place and it serves its purpose. And if you smoke, you smoke. Just be respectful. That's all. Okay, let me see what we got. Says Jack, if you are half the man you claim to be, you will give me one car, just one. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not half. I am completely the man I claim to be. I guess you can't have a car. Goodbye. Papa Jack has to say sharp for the toge. Yes, exactly. The South Florida toge. Let me tell you, it's crazy. It's very straight. What's cool down here, speaking of that, I don't get too many people that from up north that understand every direction we give in Florida is north, south, east, west because our roads are all straight. It's like a grid. Zach Heindrich. Did I say that right? Heindrich? Sounds German. Anyway, thanks for the $10, Zach. Hey, Jack, I have a 1998 Honda Civic like Chris, and I only track it. Wow. What do you think about running a hotter spark plug, and would I have to add or take away fuel timing, etc.? Thanks in advance. Okay, so heat range on plugs. You don't need to run a hotter plug. A stock heat range is about as hot as you want to get, first of all. If you're going to add power to the car, or if you're making more power than stock, I would actually consider going a heat range cooler. The rule of thumb is every 50 horsepower, you want to go one range cooler. I really, if you're on E85 especially, you don't even need to do that. You can run the stock range plug. It will be okay. But a hotter plug, all that really is going to do is get you closer to the detonation point, and it could start to ping or knock if it's too hot of a plug. It's just like a smaller, tighter electrode, so it's easier to start a fire or make that spark happen with that. So it is more prone to self-ignition, which you don't want. Um, if you're making more power than stock, stick with the stock range up to 50 horsepower over, then go to a cooler range. If you're just joining, I'm just answering questions. I'm talking. We're using the super chat. You can see it. It's active up here in the corner. And if you want to be part of this, feel free. Ask away. I will answer your questions. Hit the thumbs up for me if you like what I'm doing. I'm going to be here for another 30 minutes or so. I'm actually going to stay online as long as I have the super chat active. As long as the super chat is active, I'm gonna keep on answering your questions and talking about whatever you want to talk about within reason. All right, here we go. Ozzy Osbourne or Eminem? Man, for what? What are we doing? Are we going into a fight? Ozzy Osbourne is a legend. He's a legend. So is Eminem. Eminem is a legend for different reasons. He's a lyrical legend. He's a rapper. So if you're talking about rap, Ozzy Osbourne probably wouldn't do very well. Ozzy Osbourne is also incomprehensible at this point, but an early Ozzy versus an early Eminem, I don't know. Ozzy was pretty weird. He'd probably pull some weird stunt, like stick his finger up Eminem's butt or something weird. Do you plan on having kids? Just wording. I'm sure that meant just wondering. I don't. I don't really plan on much, to be honest with you. I plan on just enjoying life with the people around me. I think there's enough people on this planet, and there's no really real reason for me to bring more people into this planet. So if it happens, it happens. But I'm not planning on it. No. I'd rather just pass on knowledge and enjoy life with the people around me already. That's you guys, right? Show us the kitty. Oh, I took the kitty to my parents' house. My dad wanted to cat sit. They have 6 cats over there, and my parents are cat lovers, so I took the kitty over there. Sadly, I'm sorry, but I'll show her again soon. She'll be back in one of the other videos. So I got a little cat, and Carla got a crazy awesome fish too. If you guys didn't see those videos, go check them out. Cars are kids, someone said. Well, I will say cars are definitely needy. I don't know if they're as needy as kids. I'm not cut out for kids, I don't think. That's just how it is. Does HP Logic accept trade-ins? Yes, we do. Depending on what you have. I'm not into trading in your 1999 Pontiac Sunfire, but if it is an interesting car and it's something that we could honestly turn around and either sell outright or sell to auction, because you see, I'm not going to sell cars through the business that aren't a fit for the business. So if you have a BMW something, whatever, a 3 Series BMW, and you just want to get out of it, I'm not going to put that up on our website as a for sale car, but I will entertain selling that privately or at an auction. So yes, in a word, we do trade-ins, depending on what you got. And yeah, just hit us up. If you have any questions, just go to info@horsepowerlogic.com, go to the website, see if there's anything on there that you like. It's horsepowerlogic.com, and see if there's something there that triggers you and you've got a trade in, we can talk about it, see what you got. Otherwise, also, if you want financing, you can go in the links. We've got third-party financing on there, and we're working on actually doing our own in-house financing, which would be really cool. So when that happens, we'll let you know. It'll be a lot easier for y'all to buy cars, I'll tell you that. What are you naming the fish? I did mention that earlier. I'll mention it again because I know a lot of you are just joining now. If you didn't see the last video, Carla, I went to the pet store with Carla and I told her to pick out any fish she wanted. And she picked out a frogfish, which is basically a type of anglerfish. If you haven't seen one, go Google it. It's ugly, but it's so awesome. Anyway, we have that fish, and he's doing really well. I asked you guys what his name should be. I chose a name. We chose a name. His name is Popeye, like the Sailor Man, because he looks like a piece of Popeye's chicken floating underwater. I want a GTR, Vertex Arcade says. I don't blame you. Get one, man. Trade in for fine, mighty horse? Actually, yeah, it depends on the horse. I don't know about trading, but we can talk on the side because your boy Jack does deal some horse stuff. So let me know. Do you have any recommendations on first upgrades on a Honda D series single cam engine to maximize horsepower? Have you seen Rudnick's build of the Civic, the Ricer Civic? Just saying, D series turbo made 225 horsepower before it blew up. If you want to build one that makes 150 horsepower, 160 horsepower, you'd be happy because that thing makes 90 horsepower stock. So, did you find anything with the metal detector? I found a ton of Leave It Right. If you guys haven't seen that shit, it's all over the place. Whenever you find it, you just leave it right where you found it. But I haven't been to the beach yet with the new setup to go looking for treasure. I'm gonna find some treasure. Mark my words. Boost the three rotor. Man, are you out of your mind? Do you know how look, the three rotor in my yellow car is a completely bespoke one-off ultra high-end NA high strung ported semi-peripheral ported setup. No boost on that motor. No. Motor's not pinned either. It's ceramic apex seals. It's a good NA car. That's the way I want it. That's the way I'm going to keep it. If you want to see some turbo three rotor stuff, stay tuned because somebody else is doing one that you guys know. So we'll just wait for that. Where's the list of all your previous hobbies? I want to see all the cool things you were into that you maybe don't show. Ask Roberto. Roberto gets to see all the cool hobbies that I've had, and trying to think which ones don't make it to camera because I'm pretty sure I share everything with you guys. The lasers, the surfing, the RC. God, I collect a bunch of Hot Wheels. What else? Man, you're just asking too much of me. I've got electric bikes coming. I was into bikes for a little bit, like mountain biking, but I never really didn't really take off. Yeah, jet skis. Yep, someone mentioned jet skis. I did jet skis. Antique restorations. No, I'm not into antique restorations. I'm sorry. That it's way too time consuming, expensive, and I don't think that it's rewarding. In my opinion, that's for me. It's not rewarding because it really restoration requires a lot of self control because you're not gonna really use the car. You're really just trying to get it as good as it was, not as good as it can be. Someone's saying to prank call Roberto. I'm not gonna prank call Roberto. Don't ask me to do that. It's Christmas Eve. He's with his family, just chilling. Okay. Radios. Yeah, I did get into radios. I think I showed you guys. I got these cool handsets. They're pretty nifty. These are pretty sweet. These are Baofeng radios. If you don't have one of these, man, get yourself one. These are pretty good. You can listen. Got the weather.
Winds 15 to 20 knots with gusts to around 30 knots.
There you go. That works. Good to have one of those too. Good communication in case you lose your cell phone or in a storm or something. Okay. How many kilometers on the 92 RX-7 on the HP site? Doesn't it say on the website? You need me to remember all this stuff? I don't know. It's on the website. Go to the website, horsepowerlogic.com. If you want to know how many kilometers are on it and it's not on there, send an email, info@horsepowerlogic.com. We'll answer all your questions. Roberto is quick to answer. He's quick. He's like a razor. You email info@horsepowerlogic.com about a car, and he answers in minutes, even in the middle of the night. Rudnick's Honda was trash. So what is it now? Jeez. I just want something with a simple engine and stock to start with. I just want something with a simple engine and stock to start with. Okay. That's good. Yeah, stock. It's a good place to start, definitely, because then you can work your way up the ladder. All right. Use your high-powered laser on your cat. No, that hurts the cat. Why would I do that? More supercharger builds than turbo. More supercharger builds than turbo. I hope you used then correctly there. I don't know. I can't tell. Mm. Oh, good morning from someone. Good morning. It's Christmas where you are. I found a 92 Honda Civic CX hatchback today for $1,000. Body is straight, car runs, and has title. That's good. That's cheap. Is it manual? It's on automatic. If it's manual, yeah. Merry Christmas brap on the rotary sled. Ha, yeah. Rotary sled. They do brap, right? 46 minutes. I'll hang in for another 15 minutes or so, and I'll keep answering whatever questions you guys got. If you guys are bored at looking at me, you don't have to. But if you want to hang out and talk, feel free to use the chat. Super chat if you would. I would appreciate it. Okay. What do you think of a K24 swap to AE86? Yeah, that sounds fun. I like that. I actually like K24s. I like K20s too. K20 is probably my favorite. I like it's a lower deck, but the K24 is a great engine too. It's pretty torquey. That's a nice it's a nice one. Do you scuba dive? Someone asked. I don't. I'll tell you, I just never really got into it. I like snorkeling, honestly, and I don't really go too deep because my pressure in my head is really bad when I go down. As soon as I start going, I can't equalize. I don't. I have problems equalizing, and it hurts really bad. So I have like really bad eustachian tubes. So, have you ever owned a Civic or Integra? No, I haven't. I had to think about that for a second. No, I haven't. They're just not. It's not my thing. I wouldn't mind having one, but I just never really was presented with a situation where one was available to me for the right price and the right condition for me to really jump on it. So I think that I-711. I guess that's I-711. 68. Thank you for the $5. Rudnick Civic was a story of inspiration with the way he starts it, and it lasted that long. For those of you who don't know, he used to do this thing called a cam restart, and he would just hold the throttle down. He called it a cam restart because he had his camera he used to do this with. Holds his foot to the floor, starts the car, and just holds it there for like 5-10 seconds. That's not good for your car, but it's good for views, and he did it a lot. So the motor lasted through all the cam restarts that were done with it. It just didn't last through the 225 horsepower or 200 whatever horsepower dyno runs we did. But I will give it credit. It did hang in there for quite a while. Superior Redneck. Merry Christmas, Jack. How'd you meet Pico? Seems like an interesting guy, to say the least. I don't remember. I don't remember how I met Pico, but Pico is a very interesting person. Yes. If you ever get a chance to hang out with him or talk with him, he's a little mind bending. I think we both are, so we kind of get along that way. It's really fun to kind of just shoot the shit with him. If you watch his videos, go check him out. Sith Lord Soup is his channel, and he's actually got some great vlogs. Like his vlogs are really good. They're just it's not getting the views he needs. So help him out. I-711-68 again. Hit me up. Thank you, sir. I also love the ghetto timing two-step. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to, two-step is a tough thing. Everyone's always coming through. They want the bangs and pops all the time, and they want loud noises and things like that. But I'll be honest with you, it's not great for your car. It's not great for your turbo. So don't do it too much. It creates a lot of heat in the exhaust, to say the least. It also does create a lot of harmonics. in the motor. So if you have a weak oil pump or any of the rotating assembly is not 100%, it's going to find that weak spot real fast and send it. Thoughts on Damien Monte's Prelude? I don't know who Damien Monte is. I'm sorry. But I see his name pop up a lot on the sub for Haggard, so I'm assuming he has something to do with Haggard at some point. Ooh! Look at this. Oh, man. What's he wearing?
Come up on the camera.
Look at my little Petey. You guys haven't seen my dogs yet. These are my Dobermans. There's Carla. This is Petey, and why is he wearing a white bow?
It's pretty. It's Christmas.
You made him gay?
It's manly.
Oh, Petey. At least it's white, I guess.
Yeah.
And then Pandora. Come here. Come here. Ooh, look at this little. You can't see her very well, but this is the little girl.
Put her up on your lap.
Come here. Come up here. She doesn't really want this.
Here, put this one up.
Right on my balls. Thanks. Way to go, Petey. So anyway, these are the dogs. Oh, you know what? I can point the camera down. There you go. This is where Petey just smashed. And they're awesome. What can I say? If you guys have dogs, or even if you don't, say hi to Petey. He's a good boy. He's a good boy with his little bow. Just put it like this. It looks a little more.
It doesn't look like a tuxedo.
Yeah, kind of a little more
Yeah, that's what I
tuxedo.
thought. So I was going.
That's
for.
what. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like a Chippendale dog. Look, Pandora's got a collar with little hearts on it. Look at that. Oh, this little baby. They're good dogs. Don't try and break into my house because they'll make short work of you. All right, let's get back on here. Say hi, Carla.
Hi. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Okay, we're gonna go out now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, say
All
bye,
right,
Carla.
bye.
There she goes. All right, back to comments. Sorry for the interruption, but it was a good one. If you end up tuning Rudnick's Civic with his new engine, you should bring his rev limiter weight down without him knowing. The Civic will thank you. Yeah, but what fun is that? What fun is that? If you guys are just joining, you're joining late because I'm only going to hang in here for a little bit longer, another 10 minutes or so. If you want me to keep talking, use the super chat. As long as the super chat is active, which it's not right now, sad face, then I will, I'll keep moving. I'll keep talking. Okay, what do we got here? We need more scooter content. Yes, more scooter content. I know. I want to do some more scooter stuff. Do you guys want like a moto vlog? Because honestly, is scooter content? No one's got scooters. I'm tired of it. I keep telling Rudnick, I'm like, dude, you need to get your scooter going. I'm tired of you having a ruckus that doesn't do anything. Everybody go blast Rudnick and tell him to build his freaking scooter because Jack is tired of riding scooters alone. It's the truth. I'm tired of it. So anyway, yes, more scooter content. I love scooters. And in fact, if I'll touch base on this again. As I mentioned it earlier, but I think most of you who are watching now were not watching earlier. And if you are, hit the thumbs up, please. Let's get those likes up. But anyway, I'll touch base on it again. I'm getting into another little hobby. Surprise, surprise. This one's got some value to it in a different way. Electric bikes. It's actually not a bicycle. It doesn't have pedals. There is a pedal kit for it. Not interested. I don't want pedals. I hate pedals. That's work. This thing is an electric motorcycle, basically, but it's really small. So it's like a little bigger than a mountain bike. No, not even bigger size-wise, but weight-wise. But it's about the size of like those, like 150cc, 110cc motorcycles. So like I call it a farm bike because Shaw has a whole bunch of them that he has on his farm. But it's electric. So these things are making, I don't know, call it 50 miles an hour, 45 miles an hour. I don't know yet because I don't have it, but from what I've seen, that's what they do. with a range of about 40 miles, 40 to 50 miles, depending on how you ride it. So really cool. I'm really interested to see how this thing plays out. There's a couple of companies that I'm talking to already that are interested in working with me that I'd like to work with so that we can mod this thing up because I'm not going to leave it stock. That's boring. But I think it's going to be really cool. This is commuter stuff. This is off-road stuff. It's a little different. It's nothing you guys have seen on the channel yet, I think. So hopefully you enjoy it. And it kind of ties into the RC stuff a little bit because we're using the batteries. And I got some ideas. So we'll talk about those more when we get to it. Before I miss it, I71168 dropped me $2. Thank you, sir. He says you got to go fix a computer. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too. Okay. John Paul Reinhardt hit me up with the $2 again. Thank you, sir. That's how we do it. Use that super chat. Rudnick's Ruckus is just wasting away like his GTR, and it's sad. It really is sad. I wish that he would just. I'm going to help him. I'm going to help him. I promise you. We're going to get this thing. We're going to get this Ruckus great again. It's just what it's going to be. Okay. What do we got here? How can you clutch up an electric bike, though? Well, the beauty of an electric bike is you don't have to clutch it up. Electric bikes make so much torque. If you get a good controller on them that can just dump the power immediately, it's more powerful or more torquey, I should say, than any gas bike you've ever ridden. I've rode a couple of electric machines before, and I can tell you, electric torque is unbelievable. I mean, instantaneous. The beauty of it too is there's no tuning involved per se. I mean, you tune the controller a little bit, but you don't have to worry about carburetors. You don't have to worry about jetting or anything like that. It is instantaneous, unbelievable gobs of torque that comes off of these things. And you don't have to worry about what gear you're in. You don't have to worry about anything. You just hit the throttle and that thing just comes up. I mean, obviously you don't want to be going 60 miles an hour and try to do wheelies, but people are doing that too. But if you see some of these modded electric bikes, they're just dumping like 30 kilowatts of power and they're just pow, instant wheelies, any speed all the way up to their top speed. All right. $5 from that stuttering car guy. Thank you, sir. His question is, should I turbo or supercharge my 96 Miata? I'm not looking to make crazy power, just want a fun daily driver. Definitely turbo. Definitely turbo. I mean, they're fun daily drivers without doing any power adders. But if you really want that extra turbo for sure. 96 Miata, it's a 1.8. They take turbos quite well, no problem. Don't go crazy. The secret with turbocharging a Miata is don't try to turn a boost up. Leave it down, 7, 8 PSI, keep it under 10. That thing will last forever like that. And you don't really need too much. Get yourself a Mega Squirt, turbo kit, fuel system. You want to do injectors, and you don't even need to do a pump for that power level, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. But I would do it just in case because it's an old car. So pump, injectors, Mega Squirt, turbo. That's it. Bring it to me. I'll tune it for you. Not a problem. And you'll love it. Daily driver, I've had a few of them. I know turbo Miatas feel great. They're fun. I would also consider, though, a K-swap. Consider it. It's a little bit more in-depth, a little more hardcore, but for the daily driver, I think the turbo will make you happy. Would you ever import a Decatora? I don't even know what that is. Jeez. Or a shop truck. I have the little K truck. That's kind of a shop truck. It's fun. Not a bad one. Don Vito, when does that electric mountain bike come in? I was hoping it would get here before Christmas. Clearly that's not going to happen because Santa's not real. You didn't hear that from me. But clearly that's not going to happen. So I'm expecting probably right around or after New Year's at this point. Because this black hole between Christmas and New Year's that exists is the worst for anybody in the retail business, or if you're logistics, or if you bought something and you're waiting for it. If you don't get it before Christmas, you're probably getting it after New Year's. that's just how it's going to be. So hopefully, you know, right after New Year's, the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, somewhere in there, whenever that is, depending if it's not a weekend. I don't know. It's too far ahead in the future. I don't count that far. But shortly, I guess is the best way to say it. I was hoping it would be here before Christmas. It didn't get here. That was going to be like a fun thing, but just didn't happen. Okay, let's see. If Santa's not real, what do you call HP Logic, aka Santa's Workshop? Listen, man, I'm telling you, Santa's not real, okay? The workshop is, but he's not. So good luck getting your toys. You got to come to the shop to get them. See what I did there? Get a Suzuki Samurai from Japan. Well, I had one. We had a Jimny, which is a Samurai. In case you're wondering, or you probably knew that. But that was a fun little truck. But honestly, it was, you know, it was like right in between a side by side and a real Jeep. So it was like it fills a space that I don't think needs to be filled. It's the best way to put it. Cool truck. If you can get one, if you want one, get one for sure. But if you really want like a Jeep, get yourself that. Get into that upper bigger level vehicle. The Pajeros are cool. Those off-road vehicles. If you want yourself the small stuff, get a side by side. If you guys haven't seen it, check out that the Renly that I have. That's a Chinese. I'm gonna call it a side by side. It's a buggy, but I'm gonna call it a side by side. So don't kill me for that. But it's a really cool off-road vehicle, and it's got 4-wheel locking diffs. Just a fun machine. Okay, let's see here. How much was the e-bike? All right, this is going to be the end. This is going to be the end of the video. You know, Super Chat is not active anymore. So if you want it to be, if you want to keep Jack here, hit the Super Chat. I'll stay on as long as the Super Chat's active. But I'm going to answer this. How much was the e-bike? All right, how much was the bike? So the bike retails. They retail for like $4,000. Remember, it's not a bicycle, so it's not cheap. It's not a motorcycle, so it's not $10,000. Like technically, it's in between. It's like an in-betweener. So it's priced about right. And electric vehicles are not cheap. The batteries are $2,000, $1,500 to $2,000. They're not cheap. So that's most of it right there. Then you've got all the components. You have an aluminum frame. You've got nice wire wheels or spoked wheels. You know all these components. The brakes. It's got disc brakes, front and rear, hydraulic disc brakes. The suspension. It's got DNM suspension, front and rear. I mean, you know, this is not cheap stuff. $3,000, $4,000 barely covers all the parts minus the battery, if you think about it. So when you get to the battery included, it's actually a pretty good deal. Charger, everything. This is a full-on. You'll see when it gets to it. Long story short, they're like $4,000 said and done. So there's only like one company in the U.S. that's selling these, and I plan to sell them too. So get ready for that. We're gonna have some fun with those. Anyway, Deegan Eastman says, please say hi back. Hi back. If you guys are just joining in, I'm getting ready to check out. So we had some fun. I hope everybody has a merry and safe. Oh, look, see, I can't go anywhere. Nathan's BMW Workshop. I will donate some of my YouTube revenue to you, man, for a good cause. Thank you, sir. Nathan's BMW Workshop. That sounds like a fun channel. Go check it out. He says he's got a YouTube, so he deserves a follow. And if you go over to his channel, I'm sure it's something cool. I'm going to go check it out when I'm done here. But now I got to sit here and wait. Well, this $20 super chat, a massive $20 super chat just came through. So we'll keep on going. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate that, Nathan. Big shout out. Nathan's BMW Workshop. Cool. Jack, have you have every type of, I don't know what HEM car. Why don't I ever see you with a Z car? What's a HEM car? Anyway, Z cars. I love Z cars. I think Z cars are really cool. I personally don't have any, but we work on a lot of them in the shop, so I feel like I do. And Roberto is a Z fan. He's a Z32 nut. So we got Z cars all over around us. Not too worried about that. It's good stuff. Someone asked how Marcus is doing. Marcus is back at home with his family right now for the holidays, but he's doing good. He's been progressing very, very well as a mechanic. His confidence levels are going up. He's a good, solid wrench. So hopefully we can keep on cruising with him, and I'd like to add someone else to the team at some point. So keep watching. We're gonna increase the family a little bit. See how that goes. That's a goal for 2020 is to get a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, and do a little bit more. That's nothing crazy, but we want to do that. Jack Matt. Someone named Jack. Not too many people named Jack around. Does Tommy FEI get on your nerves? Doesn't he get on everyone's nerves? Come on. No, seriously. He's not on my nerves. He's an educated person in the world of cars that shares his knowledge. Jason Humphrey, what's going on, man? If you guys don't know, Jason Humphrey is a good friend of the shop. He comes by and brings us all kinds of goodies, all kinds of JDM stuff. His last load was really awesome. He brought us some option DVDs and even VHSs. Old stuff, man. You're showing your numbers there, Jason. Anyway, over 40 gang. Anyway, Jason says, sending the GTR back to you with 10K. What kind of horsepower are we talking? Well, since you already got the GTR, 10K is going to get us to a pretty good point. We can do quite a bit with 10K. So I would say let's shoot for at least 650, maybe even 700, right? The wheel, whatever. We'll run through and we'll figure out what exactly what 10K means to you, because it might not just be power, right? We might want to do a couple other little things. We might want to do some updating, some electronics, and there's a lot of really awesome stuff coming out that some updating might be worth it. So we'll get back to you on that. But stay in touch, and I can't wait to see what other goodies Jason comes through the shop with. Big shout out. Thank you, sir, for the $10. And the super chat continues. So we stay on. Just don't keep me on too long, guys, all right? Because I do get tired at some point. Santa's gay. Is he really? And fake. Oh. Dang. I was like, dang, Santa's gay. That's like headline news. I haven't seen that yet. I have seen the black Santa. I have seen all kinds of different versions of Santa. I haven't seen the gay Santa. Somebody create that. Let's see what that does. Someone says, yo, Jack, hire me, man. All right, well, send your resume. Let's see what's up. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. You never know. Where the fuck is Santa? Is it midnight where you are? I don't even know what time is it here. It's only 9:30 where I am, so I don't know. It's probably over the Atlantic somewhere right now. That's what I'm guessing. However that works. Go to bed, kids, before Santa comes. I don't think they'll hire Jiffy Lube mechanics. Are you referring to someone else that was asking for a job? Are they a Jiffy Lube? I will hire a Jiffy Lube mechanic if you can make me money. You're only going to do lubes. That's it. And they're expensive. All right. Let's see what we got here. I'm holding Santa hostage here in Australia. Okay, well, there you go. That's the answer. You're not going to get out of this one, Santa. Sorry. You're stuck down under. Don't let this distract you from the fact that if Haggard hits 1 million subs, Rudnick has to wear a thong in public. Haggard's gone, man. It's gone. They're going to have to rename the channel back to Haggard and get the 1 million subs. And I'm sure Rudnick would still wear the thong. I'll wear a thong if I hit 1 million subs. Tell you that right now. Thanks for the content, Jack. Merry Christmas to you and the gang. Same to you, man. Appreciate it. The Borat Mankini. Yeah, exactly. 1 million subs, boy. I'm gonna wear whatever you want. That's for damn sure. I'm still trying to get to 100,000. Come on, you guys are obviously my loyals, so I appreciate that. All 136 of you in here right now with only 124 likes. Get those likes up. If those likes don't go over what's in here right now in the next 10 seconds, I'm not sad. I'm not sad. I'm just saying it should go up. We should see those likes. There we go. Look at that. See, I knew you guys were in here for the long haul. And the super chat is still going, so I'm going to stay in here right now. Someone asked, did you name the fish? I feel like I didn't answer the last question I was going to talk about, but oh well. Yeah, the fish's name is Popeye. Popeye, like Popeye the Sailor Man. So enjoy that. He looks like a piece of fried chicken, and he's awesome. All right, let's see. Appreciate you sharing some time out of your day. Merry Christmas. And man, no problem. You guys are on my mind. I like this stuff. I like to hang out. I like to talk. So what better way to do it than right here? Have you ever done anything with R30 series Skylines? No, I haven't. Seen a couple of them, but they never really took off. The R32 was like the big boy because you got that GTR, you know? So what do you think makes more, auto body or tuning? You know what? They can both make more. Either one can make more than the other. It depends on how you run it. Auto body has the benefit of working with insurance companies, dealerships, bigger accounts, stuff like that. I don't get that with tuning. Tuning is straight hustle the whole time. And, if you're lucky, you might get a job tuning for a big Formula One team or something like that. But honestly, the profit potential is probably higher for the auto body because you got those big contracts. So the super chat is running low. As I said before, as long as the super chat is going, I'm going to stay active. But as soon as that's done, I'm going to check out. So unless you guys don't let me check out, which is still fine. But I'll read a couple more questions while we're here. You should have a vape juice line called HP Logic with flavors like the two-step Carlos Go F Yourself, Rod Knock, and Marcus Little Bill. Yeah, I think Rudnick was trying to do some vape magic, but it never came out. But he did have some testers. I remember he brought them by, and there were some interesting flavors. It was pretty cool. I'm not into the vape thing. I think vape's done. I feel like that's like 2-3 years ago. It was like super hot, but it's cooled off now. Now it's electric bikes. You just wait. This electric bike's gonna be awesome. I'm telling you. Would you turbo Altiza or turbo an IS300? Same car, right? Let me think about this for a second. I'd rather do the IS300, I think, and I would rather do the IS300 because it's left-hand drive, and the turbo would be on the other side, so that would make it easier to run the exhaust. Just my way of thinking. By any chance, do you know the black 22B that rides around the Hellington, aka Wellington, area? I've always seen it around, but never get to see his at. I have not. I know of GC8 that used to run around. Oh, not a 22B though. So I have not. If I ever see it though, I'll let you know. Oh, geez, remember the Friday night shop streams? Yeah, they do. I remember the Friday night shop streams. Anyway, super chat has run out. I'm gonna say bye one more time. We're gonna see if someone decides to go and pin me with another super chat to keep me here. Otherwise, again, I'll say it. Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday. I don't know what kind of content I'm going to have for the next video. It's probably going to be more relaxed stuff, not really much shop content going on right now for the holidays, but electric bikes coming. Keep posted for that. And I think that's it. I think I'll bid you guys adieu. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.